All right. Hello, good morning. We're starting in 2 minutes. I'm waiting for others to join. Okay, good morning, good morning. How are we all doing? Am I audible?
Yeah,
Okay,
good morning. Yeah,
perfect.
good morning.
All right, so without wasting much time, we're going to proceed with the next session. So welcome back to another session on AI agents and automation. So before I start with today's class, I want to open the floor for question and answer based on what we did last class. During your task submission or during your personal research, did you encounter any challenge? Do you have any question? Do you have any feedback to share with the rest of the class? So you have 2 minutes. Yes, you can raise your hand, or you can even explain what you understand from the last session. Yeah. Anyone? I see like what you have class and you have a question. So let me call on the next person. Joseph, are you with me? Oh, okay, Lukman want to say something. All right, Lukman, let me hear from you.
Great. Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I just want to ask a question regarding the portfolio website. Is there any way I can edit? For example, I uploaded the wrong CV.
Yeah, I'm with
Can
you.
you hear
Go
me?
on.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
the
with you.
question. How can I edit
Okay,
it?
so to edit it, you need to, okay, you uploaded wrong CV. So you need
Yes, sir.
to upload the right CV again, giving it the same prompt. So it will update where possible.
Okay.
So
So,
just upload your updated CV to the
o-
manus and
okay.
give it your prompt. Yeah.
Okay. I thought there's a way I can just edit.
Well, I don't think they support that feature for now. Yeah.
Okay.
You can just quickly have an editor directly from the text. So I don't think it's available right now.
All right. Thank you very much.
Welcome. So who else? All right. So if there's no one going else, I think I need to call my winners for the submission. Are you guys excited about to hear the winners? If you're excited, let me see an emoji. If you're not excited, I'll just move on. No, no winners. So we'll move on. All right. So like we said, going to select 3 winners across all the submitted. There's also one. And the winners, I would like you to unmute your mic. Tell us what you have done so far. And let's know that yes, you deserve to be among the top 3.
Sorry, I didn't get that. Can you come again?
Yes, I said I'm to announce the winners for the week 1 submission. We are randomly picking based on your submissions. Nobody is wrong and nobody is too perfect. Based on your submission, we randomly pick maybe based on your engagement you have, based on the kind of how you structured your write-up on the social media platform. So these are some of the things that we look out for, and you qualify among the top 3 winners. So I call on the first winner among the top 3. That's Emmanuel. So let me hear from you, Emmanuel. Congratulations. I want you to
Oh,
share a
wow.
bit about what you have done.
I am elated right now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so I'm elated. I was actually clueless on what to do, but I just had to, speak from within. So, um, I've been wanting to go into tech for a minute, but I was clueless on which path to venture into, to major into, but I stumbled on this. So, when the assignments came, it came so natural because it felt like it was solely designed for me, to like rent out everything I've been, once. And so, yeah,
Okay. All right, that's a very good one. So, the reward is airtime. We're giving out airtime to all our top three winners. So I want you to drop your phone number in the chat box. So I'll capture it and you will receive your airtime shortly. Then our second winner, though it was a very tough choice. All of you did well. I was having hard time trying to pick the top three. So some of you posted across Twitter X, some posted across LinkedIn, other social media platform. So I make sure I review each of the platform. So the next winner is Miss Johnson here. Mrs. Johnson, are you on the call? Or should I pronounce the full name? All right, I've seen your phone number. Mrs. Johnson, yeah, I think you're on the call. MTN, perfect. Recorded. You'll receive it shortly.
thank you, sir.
Ms. Johnson, are you with us? If you can't answer, we'll move on to the next person. We'll just give your award to another person. All right. So I'll just move on to the last person. The last person on my list here is just a moment. Johnson. Oh, hello, Muhammad. Welcome. Mm, okay, my apologies, please. So the last person here, we have Joseph. Joseph, you are among our top three winners. Congratulations. So you can unmute your mic, share your own thoughts. Yes.
Oh, my own Joseph?
Yeah.
Oh, having a bit of network challenge. Do you mean my own Joseph?
Honest. Network is
Yes.
bad. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, we can hear you, Mr. Muhammad.
Okay, you called my name. That's why
Yeah,
I've been having network
I was trying to
issues.
welcome you on the call. I noticed your mic was unmuted.
Okay, I was on my phone. I just tried to log into the laptop now. It
All
was
right,
hell.
all
Network.
right, all right. Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So Joseph, the floor is yours. A quick reflection based on what you have done.
Okay. Good morning. Are you referring to my own Joseph? Sorry, I don't know.
Yes, I'm
Joseph.
referring to Joseph Isa.
Oh, thank you very much. I have a bit of network challenge, so I was trying to change network. Okay. Did you announce my name among the winners? I didn't hear you very well.
Yes, I announce your name among the winners for our giveaway for week 1.
Oh, that is super, super, super good. Okay. And I was trying to make a reflection on what I've learned last week, Saturday. well, that navigated me to see the power of prompt engineering. So the AI, generative AI, is actually based on your output is going to based on your input, which is your prompt to give to the AI. So during the portfolio, I saw exactly what I gave to the AI was what I got. I didn't upload my CV to say. I requested from AI that, oh, I want to make a portfolio about myself. What are the list of what you need to build a portfolio for me? He gave me, I supplied back, and I got it within a second. I got what I want. No editing, nothing. So I see that giving AI the right thing to do, you get the right result. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well done, well done. Congratulations once again. Please let me have your phone number. Drop in the chat box to receive your airtime as well.
Okay, I'll drop my phone. What is the instruction again? Network today.
Just to drop your phone number.
Okay, all right.
Okay. So I'm trying to call on the final winner. Is Ms. Johnson around?
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Before Ms. Johnson comes on board, I want to congratulate all those that are able to make it. What I can see on the AI group, that's some son. Okay. Okay.
Any challenge?
Mm, I was just trying to check because I was thinking that I was among the at least top 3 that submitted. I don't know how people came arrive at this something, but it's all the same. Congratulations to all those that made it, and thank you for the opportunity.
Welcome. So the special award for this giveaway is just airtime. So nothing else. But we're tracking you guys' progress before the end of the training. So we have another challenge that might be coming up very soon. So that one is going to be very big. So this one is just like an appetizer trying to warm you up. That we will give you award. We will give you reward when the time comes. So like I said, everybody's a winner. You guys did well. I was even finding it difficult to select. To be honest with you guys, I was finding it really, really difficult to select who among the top 3. So if Johnson is not on the call, maybe I'll give it to another person. Yeah. If Johnson, Miss Johnson, yeah. If I pronounce the name right. All right. So I'll randomly give it to anyone after the call if she's yet to join. All right. So welcome back to our class. I'll just begin to share my screen and give you the update for this week. All right, let me just share the entire screen. That'll be better. So please confirm if my screen is visible.
Yes, visible, sir.
Perfect. So week 2 is all about prompting and meeting your AI automation or AI agentic tool. So we are moving from understanding AI to what? Directing the AI to accomplish our day-to-day tasks. So I remain your facilitator, Mahmoud Ibrahim Kani. So I don't need to do another introduction again. Who am I? So today's plan, we are going to look at the prompting framework. What is prompting, the framework when it comes to prompting the AI model or agentic AI model, meeting your AI automation tool, that's make.com, the anatomy of automation, that is trigger, filter, and action, and lastly, a guided workflow setup on how you can set up your make account, how you can set up your first trigger, and even how you can build your first automation. So this is what we'll be looking at in this particular week. So what is prompt? Prompt is what you give an AI model to respond. It's just like a command. So there are different kind of prompts. We have a user prompt and a system prompt. So the prompt that you usually type to ChatGPT, Ask, Gemini, Cloud, so it's basically a user prompt. Then what is system prompt? A system prompt is a prompt that controls the behavior of the AI model. So shortly after this particular presentation, I'll show you a live demonstration of a system prompt and a user prompt. Okay. So now let's talk about the framework related to prompting. How do you craft your prompt very well for the AI model to understand, or for the AI agent to understand? So we have a specific framework, which is the RTC framework. The R means the role, the T means the tax, the C means the context, and lastly, the F means the format. So role, who should the AI act as? Just like saying, act like a professor, think like a PhD researcher, think like a medical doctor, think like a Harvard professor, something like 15 years of experience. It's just like giving the AI model a role to think like that particular person. Then next we have the T, which is a task. What exactly do you need it to do? What do you want the AI to do for you? You need to provide a task as well. Just like saying, okay, draft an email, generate an image, that is a task example. Then context, you need to specify the background. That's what background does it need to get this right? Just like you have to explain, okay, maybe who are your target audience? You're trying to explain about AI, but your target audience are beginners, and you want it to talk about the concept of AI, the future trend, and the limitations about AI. So that is like the context. It needs to understand the background. And lastly, the format. How do you want it to structure the output? How should the output look like? Is it going to be long? Is it going to be short? Is it going to be concise? This is very, very important. So we are training you to be agentic AI developers. So it's more like moving from a traditional chatbot system now. No, you're more like you kind of have a wings that you build agentic workflows that other people use, that other people will usually use, something like that. Then example we have here, the role is that you are a customer support assistant for a small Nigerian fashion brand. This is a role, if you can see. A customer support assistant, that is a role for a what? Small Nigerian fashion brand. Then what is the task? You need to draft a reply to this complaint. That means any complaint that usually people submit via the contact form, the AI agent is responsible to give the reply, but you need to give it a role. That role is what? It should act like a customer support assistant. Then the context is what? Order delayed 5 days, courier issues, repeat customers. So it's just like trying to make the agent understand the scope of the entire task it needs to do. And lastly, the format. So your response should be under 80 words, warm but professional, no emojis. That is the format. I believe this particular framework is clear. So this is the framework you need to use whenever you are building an AI agent. Also, you can apply it whenever you are communicating with a chatbot, with an AI chatbot. Make sure you specify the role. Make sure you provide the tags. People just used to give tags. Draft an image or generate an image about a garden. Generate an image of the garden, or maybe you can say draft an essay about agentic AI. That is a bad prompt. But what if you provide the role, you provide the tags, you provide the context, and lastly, the format? That is what will give you a very good and perfect prompt. So we are going to have a live demonstration how we can apply this framework on one of the AI models, either ChatGPT, Cloud, Gemini. So, and we'll do that live. We'll do comparison between the weak prompt and the strong prompt following the RTC framework. All right. What are the tools that we're going to be exposed to for this particular entire training when it comes to automation, when it comes to building AI agents? So we have other tools like make.com, Zapier, N8N. So what is their difference? What is their difference? Make.com, that's what we'll be using. Make.com is beginner friendly. It has an intuitive UI for you to drag and drop. You don't need to think about any technical setup. It gives you 100 operations. That means just like credits for you to run. It's enough for you to do anything that you want to do, like per month. This 100 credits per month. So it's enough for you to build your automations, run tests. Yeah, as long as it's for your learning purpose. But if you wish to upgrade, you can have access to higher credits. Then we have the Zapier, is another no-code automation tool. So it's also free to use, but the limitation is that it gives you just 100 tags per month compared to make.com. So another limitation is that it doesn't support WhatsApp trigger and some couple of challenges. So both of them are very, very good when it comes to using for AI automation, building workflows. And lastly, we have the N8N. I believe most of you guys, not most, but some of you here are familiar with N8N. So N8N is more powerful than the three of them, like the two of them I can see. Is open source, free to self-host, more technical. That is one thing you need to know. Since it's powerful, it's a bit technical for technical guys. You need to like be familiar with the basic and no code platforms. Then you can move into what N8N. You can also jump in directly to N8N. It's fine. It's fine. But you need to make sure that you just put in mind that there are some technicalities that you'll come across. Unlike using Zapier, unlike using make.com. So they are just easy to use, drag and drop, and you're good to go. All right. All right. So our practical for today, we are going to look at two different practicals. We are going to build two different automations. The first one, we'll build a chatbot using Telegram. It's just like building an AI assistant. You guys will hear me say Telegram. Yes, we're building an AI agent that will receive our requests via Telegram and respond to our requests and give us feedback back to Telegram. So this is one approach that I'll be looking at. Then the second one, we'll build another simple automation that allow users to submit a response via form, and the agent will draft a reply for them. So how this is being applied, just like you have a customer service agent on a website, there's a contact form. Whenever you submit a response, you submit your feedback, you submit the form is being sent to another sheet, maybe Google Sheet for data to be captured. And lastly, the AI agent will have access to that sheet, then draft reply based on the submission that was made. It is what we'll also be looking at before the end of today. So I believe these two practicals are a bit clear in terms of explanation. The first one, we are going to build an AI assistant. The second one, we are going to build a feedback system or customer service agent. Okay, you might be curious, why do we pick Telegram, not WhatsApp? Yes, everybody is familiar with WhatsApp, but WhatsApp has a limitation. You need to have a WhatsApp business API. So it's actually a paid feature that you need when it comes to integrating, automating WhatsApp workflow. So that's why Telegram is easy, plug and play, and you have your chatbot directly that you can control, ask it questions like an assistant. Yes. All right. Let's move to the automation, anatomy of an automation. So every automation that you see revolve around these three things. The trigger, which is the first. That is the event that starts everything, such as the email, such as the message, form response. For example, the last example I was trying to give you guys. What is the trigger? What is going to be fed to the agent? Response, customer response. Whenever they submit the response via a contact form, that is like the trigger. So then the filter, which is optional, is just like setting condition. Okay, if the email are private, private company related emails, so maybe pass the message or move the pass the response to the agent. If they are not, maybe they have just public email at gmail.com, discard their submission. So it's just like a simple filter that you can put as well. And lastly, the action, what the agent should do. What actually happened? Does AI, should it reply to the email, or should it just update the sheet? So this is the anatomy of every AI automation: the trigger, the filter, and the action. So if we are looking at our automation down here that we're going to build today, we'll look at what you send a message via Telegram. That's like the trigger. Hey, I need assistance with this. So there's a custom Telegram chatbot that you built here. The AI draft a reply and send it back to you. Then the second workflow, or the automation that we're building, you submit the response via a Google form. The AI drafts a personalized message and send the email to you, or send the email to the person that submitted the response. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to have a guided step-by-step procedure to do this. You don't need to worry. If you're using laptop or phone, everything that I'll be doing today should work. Either on make.com, access to make.com, you can use it. You can build workflow with your phone. That's for those that have phone, that don't have system. Access to Telegram, I believe majority of you here have access to Telegram. So we'll see how we can create our chatbot on Telegram. So it's not an issue. Then Google Sheets, you already have Google account. So by default, you also have Google Sheets attached to your Google account. So we'll be looking at all those tools, everything that we'll be doing today. You don't have any limitation. You don't have any excuse that you cannot do, whether you're using phone or you're using laptop. So you shouldn't worry about it. All right, so let me open the floor for questions. I said my presentation will be very short. We'll spend more time on practical now. Any question? Any question before we dive into practical? Okay, so any question? We are moving into the practical now. Okay, we have 24 people on the call. Okay. So any question? Is everything clear? Based on the theory before we move directly into the practical aspect. Any question? I need one or two questions. Okay, Emmanuel giving me a thumbs up. Then who else? I need a response. I hope you guys are not just connected to the call and leaving the phone or the system back there. So let's proceed with the practical aspect. Okay. The practical, just search for what? Make.com. Make.com. This is it. This is the URL. Just type make.com. Make.com. This is the official landing page for make.com. So it says what? The visual AI automation platform. So why they say visual? You see everything, all the automation you are building, the workflow you are building directly. So you don't need to worry about any technicality or code. No, You just drag it, bring it to the worksheet, and connect everything. You're able to go. So it's free to start. Very easy to platform. It has over 30,000 tools that you can connect with. So such as Gmail, WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, almost all the tools you know. So they are being connected to make.com. You can build it directly to your automation. Okay, as easy as that. Just click on the sign in button or get started. That's if you don't have an account. So I already have an account on the login page here. I'll just sign in with my Google account. All right. So if you're a first-time user, you get started, provide your credentials. I think you need to verify your account. Yeah. Then take the onboarding question. That's just for them to use it for their own marketing purpose. Once you are done, you need to sign in back and you have access to your Make dashboard. So this is the Make dashboard. So like I said during my presentation, you have access to 1,000 credits, and this 1,000 credits is to be used monthly. So it says 29 days remaining. That's within 30 days. I should be able to exhaust this. Or if I don't exhaust it, it should just reset. No problem. So every automation you run, any execution or operation is being run by your workflow, it's been deducted from this particular credit. Perfect. So at the top here, you'll see a button, scenario. Scenario is just like you creating your own automation or your own workflow. That is what it means, scenario. So beside here, we have other navigation, the side menu, that's teams, users. You can, if you are building a workflow for a company, you can, on a paid plan, you can invite your team or other users to have access to it to build together with you. So we'll move down to this particular section that says scenario. When you click on scenario, at the top, you'll see the button scenario. Also, beside that, under the scenario, you will see AI agent. If you click on that, this is where you can configure your AI agent. So like I said, scenario is just like the automation, the workflow. Then the AI agent is another thing that you plug into your automation. You know, back then, when automation came into existence, there is nothing like AI agent. You just build an automation, but AI agent is not integrated. But during the evolution of AI, so AI agent now is being applied in automation. AI agent are being applied in automation. All right. So also down here we have the knowledge. And the knowledge, this is where you attach a reference material for your agent to use. Let me give you an example now. You build a chatbot, but that chatbot, you want to personalize it. Maybe you want the response to sound based on the company. If I'm to give you an example, I have maybe, Apexium technology as a company, Apexium chatbot system. So if we build the agent, we need to add a knowledge base. You need to understand who Apexium is, our contact details, our services, and any other information. That is what will feed the AI agent with. So anytime it's generated a response, it will reference the knowledge to give response. Just like you now, you visit your service provider website or the app, then you are trying to ask them, okay, how do I upgrade my plan from this plan to one plan, maybe on MTN? So they'll give you answers specifically to MTN. If you ask them something related to Airtel, I doubt if they'll give you anything in response to that. So that is like they were able to feed the agent or the chatbot with the knowledge, the scope of where it should reference for its response. Then down here also we have the credentials. So credentials, any authentication, any connection, your workflow was able to establish, you see them here. Either connection to Gmail, to Google Drive, to Slack, to WhatsApp, you all see the connection down here. Then we have the webhooks. On the webhooks, if you want to send or receive data from your automation, So you need to set up a webhook. So it depends on the kind of automation you're trying to build. That's where webhook will be applied. So if you click on these three dots, you see other things like MCP, toolbox, templates, data store, device, and so on. So let's go to templates. Very important as well. So if you are getting started, maybe you don't even know what automation to build. So you can come down here to pick some inspiration, public template. So we have another template down here that says what? Generate GPT completion from Google Sheet rows. So we have a Google Sheet, then we have an AI at the middle, that's OpenAI, they connected with OpenAI, and maybe it's collecting response, extracting data from here, processing it, and feeding it back to another different sheet. So this is an example of an automation or workflow. So you can explore any of this here and import it to your dashboard and begin to automate. But we are starting from scratch. So we'll go back and click on what scenario, either this or this. So click on scenario. Okay. So this is the page. This is the scratch page. You don't have anything now. We have to build from scratch. But what are you trying to build? Let me be clear. You need to have a paper and pen. What are you trying to build? Draw your workflow. Identify what and what you want to build. Okay. The first thing we need to build now. Let me do a quick pull. Should we start with AI assistant using the Telegram chatbot, or should we build the feedback form, the customer service agent? Any response? Let me take a quick poll. If you are for A, the AI assistant, if you are for B, that's the customer service agent. So let me see a hands up. Let's make the class a bit interactive. If you are for A, let me see your hands up. If you are for A, AI assistant. If you are for A, customer assistant, AI assistant, sorry. So just 3 people raising hand. All right. All right. So if you are for customer service agent, now let me see your hands up. Let me lower these guys. So if you are for customer service agent, which one should we start with? Customer service agent. So only one person. 2 people. All right. So let's start with the first one. We'll build both of them actually. So don't worry. We have enough time. We'll build the first one. So starting with the first one, I need to come to my drawing board here. I need to explain some concepts, because working with automation, working with AI agents, you need to know what you want to build. Don't just mess things around. Okay. So the workflow works like this. All right. I'll draw something, maybe a shape. Okay. This. Okay. Just a moment. So let's assume this is our chatbot, or this is Telegram, where we submit a response or we submit any query. Then this particular chatbot send our request to an AI model. So in that AI model, maybe we can have it at the middle here. So we can connect it, saying this guy will send the request to this guy. Then if a response is being sent, or if a request is being sent to this chatbot, how does this chatbot reply back? So it processes it. This is the AI agent working in the middle. After it processes it, it needs to give back to this guy again. So we can create another one here, saying, okay, perfect. All right, then I'll draw my line again here. So this is a simple automation that we're going to build here. This is what you have access to, a chatbot. Other users can have access to this chatbot. Just like you visit a website, you see a chatbot there. So that is a front end facing user, like the tool that is facing users. They need to provide their input. Then their response is being sent to the what? To the agent, AI agent. And that AI agent will process their reply and give it back to the chatbot again for the user to see what they're trying to, what the question they ask. So this is what we need to build right now. So where is the trigger now? This is a trigger. If you guys are following, this is a trigger. And this is the what? Action. No, the action should be somewhere around here. And lastly, you get your output here. So we'll come down to make.com. If that part is clear, so now what is the first thing we need to build now? We need to add here. So if you click on this plus icon, you'll see tons of applications down here, all apps, over 3,000, thousands of applications. The ones you have heard of, the ones you have never heard of. WordPress is there, Facebook is there, even phone number is there, Tally, Apify, Weather, OneDrive, a lot of them. So a lot of them. You can automate almost everything. Someone is trying to raise hand. Yes.
Yes, sir. Sorry, my network was messy, so I missed most part of the introduction to this particular thing. I
Wow.
stopped at I stopped at I stopped at um scenario creating scenario.
Yes. If you click on scenarios, this is where it will bring you. Like, look at it. New scenario.
You were saying something about knowledge.
Let me go back to this class. Should I go back because of you? So knowledge is something that you upload to an AI agent. We'll look at that. Don't worry. We'll look at that. So knowledge is something, it's like giving your AI agent a reference to use during generating of response. So you don't need to worry about that. I'll go over it entirely. Let me finish what I'm doing. I'll go over like a revision. So I believe you guys know what we are trying to do now. We are trying to build what? Telegram AI assistant. Let me label it AI assistant. Okay. Perfect. We're building an AI assistant. So for this AI assistant, you click on the plus. What is the first trigger? Like, what is the trigger? The trigger is Telegram, right? We already know that it's Telegram. So if you click on Telegram, you see different functions. Either sending of message or reply, you see editing text message, forwarding message, deleting message, pin message, unpin message, a lot of them, either upload file and the rest. So, but what are we after? We want to be sending a replying message. That is the workflow we want to build, send message. So users will be able to send message to our chatbot, and the chatbot will forward that message to the next module, which might be the AI agent. So if we click on this, perfect. I believe you guys are familiar with this icon, Telegram. So on Telegram, you need to establish a connection. Almost any of the app that you're trying to build here on your automation, you need to establish connection, either for Gmail, Google Sheet, Google Drive, WhatsApp. You need to establish connection because why? It needs to connect to an account because it cannot just start working independently. No, it needs to establish connection to your account. So if you click on create connection, you can label the connection name. By default, you give you a name, my Telegram connection. If you like, you can leave it. If you like, you can change it. So, but it's good to know your, what's it called? How you label each of your workflow or each of your modules for future reference. So maybe I'll just say AI assistant, TG, AI assistant, Telegram, AI assistant. Perfect. So that is the name. Then next is the token. Very important. How do you get this token? This is where you need to get the token from Telegram. I will show you right now how you can get this token. So to get this token, I believe my screen is sharing everything, not just one particular. If you are seeing the Telegram platform, let me see hands up. Like, give me an emoji. If you are seeing the Telegram. Perfect. So on Telegram, you are familiar with Telegram. You guys don't know that you can create your own custom chatbot. So you guys they have been using, what's it called? All those during back then, tap swap, whatever, I've forgotten their name. So it's bots that they built. So I want to show you how we can build similar bots. But our bot is for our own assistant. We're using applying the knowledge of automation down to for our own day-to-day tasks. So you search for this particular guy here, which is what? Bot Finder. So it's an official Telegram bot builder created by Telegram. So just search for Bot Finder. So it has over 7 million users. So once you search for Bot Finder or take note of the URL, just paste it on your message, send it to yourself, and click on it. It will direct you down to this particular bot. It's a bot on its own, but it's a bot that helps us create another bot. So on the bot, if you click on this particular send message, just type slash. If you press the slash, you'll see different functions. Either the first one, which is the new bot, my apps, my games, a lot of things that you can be able to do within this particular, how you can manage and build your bots. Yes. So all those bots that I was trying to explain back then. So this is the process they follow to create their own bot, where you guys were trying to tap. Anyway, by the way, we leave that aside. So we click on what? Create a new bot, which is slash new bot. So we'll send that command, a new bot. Hey, how is it going? Choose a name of your bot. It's asking me, what is the name of your bot? So if you remember, my connection name is TG AI Assistant. So I'll just say TG AI Assistant. That's my bot. I'll send it. Say it says good. Now let's pick a username. So your name of the name of the bot is what? TG AI Assistant. Now it's for you to build to come up with a username. So it's giving you an example. You can use this. That's a example Terry's bot or Terry's underscore bot. So I'll just use this TG underscore AI underscore maybe bot. I'm sure maybe someone have created this, but if someone have created it, it will prompt an error. I should choose another one. I know this user has already been taken, so I need to create another one. So I can customize it and say TG Telegram bot or maybe AI assistant, AI bot underscore AI DSF, since this is the name of our program, DSF, Digital Skill First underscore bots. You get it now? AI DSF underscore bot. This is unique. Perfect. So I believe you guys saw what we did now. We have created our bot. This is the name of our bot. So any user on Telegram, if you can search on this bot, you can be able to communicate with the bot we just created now. Congratulations, your bot is ready, which is AI DSF underscore bot. Perfect. But what is most important now, how can we control this bot, is this key. This key, this is what they're trying to talk about, token. This is the most important thing here. Anybody that have access to this key can control your bot. So how do you use this? Just copy the key, Control C, then go back to make.com, paste your key. We have our key here. Then you save it. So it's trying to create the connection. Perfect. Connection has been established. Can you see now? TG AI Assistant. If I go back, my bot has been created. Perfect. So how can I use this bot now? If I just click on this guy here, this is the bot, TG AI Assistant, and I'll click on this button, Start. The bot is waiting for me to send a response. But if I say hi, for example, hi, there's no response. We haven't configured the bot yet. If I say hi, there is no response. So let me do something. On the chat ID, okay, for the chat ID, you need to the name of the bot. I'm coming. That's the name of our bot, which is this. Guy, let me see. Go back to bot father. Copy this guy. Okay, for the text, you can leave it that way. Okay, text is also waiting for me to send something. I'll just type anything. Okay. All right. Then for the message ID thread, just leave it the way it is. Since it's not compulsory, pass and everything notification, just leave it everything the way it is. So let's try to save our bot. Let's see what happened. Perfect. So now our bot has been created. Our bot has been created. So now if I try to send another thing, let me just try to say hi again one more time. But I need to run this guy. Run the bot. Okay. Just a moment. Yeah, sometimes you will be facing errors whenever you're building automation. You need to take note of the error. It says code runtime this origin bots can't send message. So we haven't finished configuring our bots. Let's try to continue. Maybe once we're done, we'll try to send a message. So next, let's try to add the next workflow, which is the agent itself. On the next, you just click on that plus icon, type agent, just type agent. So make.com has made it easy for you now to integrate AI agent to your workflow. Unlike before, you'll be the one to create your agent separately. You'll be the one to provide the AI model, either ChatGPT, Gemini, or anyone as your AI model. But make.com just make it easy for you to integrate your AI agent. Just click on this particular AI agent and select what? Run an AI agent. So look at it here. We need to configure our AI agent. So our AI agent, yeah, a connection has already been established by default. The model, if you click on this drop down here, it has different models for you to pick from. But you need to focus on the recommended. You have 3 different models, which is the small, medium, and large. So for most cases, large happen to perform very, very well. So you can select large by default. If you wish to use another model like OpenAI, like a cloud, so you can scroll down and select them from here. So, but our focus is the recommended models, so which is fine. Then next is the input. On the input, how is the response going to be generated? Like this particular agent, what is it going to take as input? It's going to take chat, the user's chat, as what? As the input. So we'll just click on this chat. Perfect. So whenever the bot, whatever message you type, the bot will take the chat as input. All right. Then you scroll down. This is where we can provide the knowledge base and what I just finished explaining earlier. If you want the bot to sound more like personalized with some kind of special knowledge, you can attach the knowledge file down here. But it's not needed, like it's not compulsory. Just proceed to what? Save. Perfect. Now we have our bots, we have our agents configured. So let me try to run this one more time. If I try to run this one more time, we are being run into another issue. Can't send message to these bots. Let me try to configure this problem one more time. It says chatbot, this guy, chat ID. Let me look at the configuration. So in the configuration, let me see. So let's see what will happen. Just a moment, try to fix an issue. Whenever the bots send hi, okay, so you need to capture our chat ID and yeah, there's a moment. Maybe we can just use execution ID as variable for now and click on it. Okay. So let me run this one more time. Wow, another error. Okay. So we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. That's what you'll be facing whenever you're building automation. So whenever you're building automation, you need to be prepared for whatever error that's coming up. So we'll come back to this particular chatbot, but we'll fix this just a moment. So I will save this now. I will save this. I'll troubleshoot it before the end of the call. Let me move to the next scenario that we're going to create for the, what's the call? Customer service agent. Yes, we'll come back to the chatbot system. So for this, I'll just click on new and create a new scenario. So I hope you guys are following. Let me just get a confirmation of the class. Yeah. So errors are bound to happen whenever you're creating automation. So you just need to be prepared. You just need to be prepared.
Yes, we are following.
Yeah, perfect, perfect. So let me see. Present something else. Perfect. All right. So we're going to come back to the AI system. Don't worry. Before the end of the class, I promise you we'll fix it. So let's create another new scenario. Don't confuse it now. We'll leave the AI assistant different. Now let's focus on the customer service agent. Good. On the customer service agent, let's try to draw our workflow down here. What is going to be the workflow? I can delete this entirely and draw another workflow. So what's the first thing I need to do? Okay, we are going to have a form, right? So inside this form, whenever a user type a response, this form will send it to somewhere. It needs to be saved in another place, maybe something called maybe another like sheet. So we can just say maybe a sheet, just like say Excel. So we have a sheet, a Google sheet. So whenever you submit your response, it's being captured and being saved into what? A sheet. So on this sheet, okay, what next will happen? What next will happen? Then we can have an AI agent somewhere around here. We want to, let me just compress this guy. All right. So we can have an AI agent that can walk down here. So the AI agent will take up that information. Agent. Okay. Then we'll have last automation here, or the last module, which is known as the what? The tool. Or maybe the email. Let me use another different shape. Don't mind my drawing, please. So we'll just type email here or Gmail. Okay. So let me explain what the scenario will look like. Is going to look like. Okay. So you are submitting a feedback. There is going to be a feedback form. Just like you guys, whenever you are trying to register on our platform or this particular training, you have access to the Google form, right? That is what you have access as the users. So when you click on submit, where is that response going to? You need to pass towards to a sheet where the data will be stored. So from that sheet, I need to show the connection flow. From that sheet, we have the agent. The agent is going to have access to that sheet. Then that sheet also, the agent will take up the details within that sheet and send a personalized response to the responder, the person that filled the form. Hey, we have received your feedback. Or maybe, hey, we have received your inquiry, your order has been processed. All those things. So just start thinking of it, how this can be applied in real life. So this is what we are going to build now. I believe now if we are able to capture this, then we are good to go now. The form to capture a response, and the response will be sent to the sheet, and based on from that sheet, it will be sent to the agent. The agent will look up that response from that sheet and send a personalized email. So the agent will be responsible for that. Perfect. So we'll come back to our scenario. What's the first thing we need to build? We need to create the what? The form. Good. So you click on this particular icon and search for what? Form. There are different kind of forms, but we are what? After Google form. So we'll just type Google at the beginning. So can you see Google form? So if you click on Google form, it will ask you, what do you want to do? Do you want to search? Do you want to create? Do you want to get, or what do you want to what? So you need to what? We are after the response that will be submitted in the form. So click on what? Watch response. Good. Watch response. So while this is trying to be configured, I need to go and create the form. Don't forget, you create the form separate, then connect your workflow, your automation to the form. That is what we're going to do now. So to do that, I'll just open a new tab and go to what? Google.com. On Google.com, if you can click on these three Google apps, scroll down and locate forms. Look at it here, down here, forms. So in the forms, you can create a new form from scratch, or you can pick from the template. Let's say, let's just create from scratch. Let's just create from scratch. It's not difficult. So we'll just type AI agent feedback, AI agent training feedback. Train feedback form. Okay. So what are the questions that I need to ask you? Maybe your name, you need to provide your name, and I need to check what kind of submission should be. It should be a short answer. I just need to capture just three details. Your email, very important as well. I need to change it to be what? Short answer. And lastly, I need to capture maybe your feedback, or comment. Comment, yes, perfect. So I need to change it. Okay, log answer is okay, it's fine. So this is what we just created. I need to name it as what? Agent feedback, AI agent training, AI agent training feedback form. I'll just type it down, AI agent feedback training form. Perfect. So this form has been created now. So I'll go back to my my integration here. It's asking for something here, which is what? Form ID. How do you get this form ID? I'll go back to my form here that I just created. On the URL, can you see from here to here? That is your ID. So every form that you create, the ID is on the URL. So that's one way. You can copy this guy down here, like this copy, and this particular automation, and you paste it. So once you paste it, you just click on what? Search. When you click on search, it will ask you for the name, the title of the document, or the title of the sheet, which is what we have here. Just copy it down and go back to your form, your automation, paste it. So it asks you show drive forms. So just whatever, just leave it by default. No, and click on OK. So perfect. So now it was it was able to retrieve this particular guy here. Then you can select the number of limits. This limit means, okay, whenever you are running the automation, how many responses should it capture? Maximum results during execution. So we set it at 2. If you wish, you can increase it to any other number. So 2 is okay, it's fine by us. Then you click on what? Save. Good. Save. It's saved now. So if I run this guy now, it must start to choose the starting point. Okay. So I need to save this guy, publish it. Yeah, it's been published now. Perfect. So let me do this one more time. Save it one more time. Processing, okay. Ignore, it should start processing. Yeah. Start processing from now. Yeah. From now. Okay. Perfect. So I'll run the automation one more time. Good. My automation is running perfectly. This particular module is completed. That is it. This guy here. So this form that I created, let me try submitting something. I'll copy it. I'll open a new tab or send it to anybody. Maybe if I to open a new tab and paste it down here, I need to fill this, but with a different account. So what will happen? I'll just switch to a new tab, send the response with a different account. You guys are not seeing, I'm using a split screen. I'll just type another name. Maybe the name is going to be Yusuf as the first name. Then the email, let me use any of my email. Okay. Then comment, yeah. Great, as comment. I'll send it now. So I've sent the response. So now let me come back to my automation. So I'll run this one more time again. So after I've run one more time, so let me see if the response has been captured. So that means one response has been captured. If you click on this now, so this is the response ID. This is the time and the date. If you look at the time now, it's 12:19, and just a minute back, this message was captured. So if I click on answer, if I scroll down to emails and the comment, you see, let's start with the comment. On the comment, you click on text, answer, collection. So my message or my comment was just great. That's it. Then the email, if I uncheck this, expand this box, expand this one more time, I will see my email address. Yeah, perfect. And lastly, the name, which is, I said Yusuf, right? So if I click on it, I'll see Yusuf. So that means this particular module has been successfully configured to this form. Perfect. Then next, we'll be referring back to this guy here, is the sheet. On the sheet, where is this data being stored? This particular data that I just captured now, where should you store it? Like, where on earth should it be stored? Perfect. I need to click on this guy, then type Google Sheet. So when I click on Google Sheet, okay, there are different operations, add row, update row, something like that. So we are after what? Adding a row, just like adding data to a sheet. Good. So as usual, if this is the first time you need to authenticate, so by default is authenticated to my account for make.com, which is what we have here. Then how should you, like, it's asking you the search method on how it should retrieve the sheet to store this data. We also need to create a separate sheet for this. To do that is not difficult. Just open, you can do it in two different ways. Just go back to your form like this now. This guy like this now. If I go to response, so this is the response I just submitted, Yusuf, my name and everything, and the list great. So if I click on this guy here, which is what? Link to sheet. So instead of creating a new sheet, automatically it will create a new sheet for me and take note of the name, which is AI agent feedback, and you click on what? Create the sheet. So the sheet has been created, which is what we have now. The response is perfect. So you need to provide the ID for this sheet as well. So I'll go back to my automation here. Search method, leave it to search by parts, leave it on my drive by default, then the sheet name, you click on it here. It will have access to your what? Google account, and type the name of the sheet. The name of the sheet is what? AI agent training feedback. Can you see it now? It's being retrieved. So I'll just click on it here. So it will retrieve the sheet and it will ask me what's the name of the sheet. So by default, it's only one sheet, which is what? Form response 1, which is what we have here. Form response 1. Then it's asking me, does the sheet or the table has what's it called? tables or headers, we'll just leave it as yes, it has what headers. It has headers. So use the column, just leave it as default no. So these particular fields, you need to provide their value. Their value. You know, we have four different fields: timestamp, name, email, and comment. If you go back to this particular guy here, we have timestamp, name, email, and feedback. So go back here one more time. So you click on inside this box. You need to map each field to its corresponding variable. So the timestamp here, how do you get this timestamp? When was it created? That's just like saying the response ID. We have gotten that. We just click on the response ID automatically to fill it. Then the name, this particular name here. If you scroll down, this is the response that we got. If you scroll down to name, no, I'm not supposed to. I'm supposed to expand it, locate the value, text, scroll down, answer, and you see Yusuf, the value I just provided here. So you click on that value to add it down here. Then next is the word, the email. When you click on the email box, and the email box, you scroll down, you expand, you expand this as well. Locate the text, expand the answers, you see the value for the email, then you click on that. Then lastly, the comment. So on the comment, you can also expand it as well, expand the text area, the answer, and lastly, the value. So it captured the line. So that means each particular column has been mapped to its corresponding value. That is what it's trying to mean here. Like that's what we're trying to do here. So once you are done with this, you make sure everything is okay, then you can just click on what save. Perfect. So now any response we get, it will be captured by this particular automation. Is tracking everything, is watching the response, and what everything does means everything will be saved down here also. So now if I'm to run this automation one more time, connection must be this. So let me just try to see this. Okay, just trying to see. I should try to connect again one more time. So let me connect one more time. Authorize the connection. My email account. So whenever you're building automation, you have to be patient. That is what I will tell you guys, because you face errors during execution, but your ability to be patient and fix it diligently, that is what will make you build whatever you want to build. So everything is set here. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Next, let me try to connect the last module here. Not really the last module, the agent module. Agent module. So I'll go back down here. I'll select AI agent, and the AI agent, oh, it's asking me to save. Save the scenario. Very, very important. You need to save the scenario. I did one more time. A moment. How is it taking time to audit? Yeah, perfect. So let me bring it down here. Okay, I opened the wrong listing. Sorry, please. Back to scenario. This is what we just finished creating. This is what we're trying to create, right? What was the time? AI assistant, not this one. This guy here. I hope you guys are not confused. So it's just trying to bring that workflow that we just finished working. So I will go over it entirely in case something is missing. In case something is missing. Something wrong with my network. Yeah, exactly. So I'm back here. Perfect. So the agent, I want to add the AI agent. So instead of me going directly to this particular place, I can add the AI agent directly from here. I'll just click on what? Add AI module. So to just pop up this particular section, and I'll add the what? Run agent. run agent. Perfect. So I need to provide details to the agent. Expand the model as usual. We leave it as large. The instructions, that means how do you want the agent to think? So we can just say the role, you are a customer support assistant, customer service assistant. That replies to feedback. Feedback. Perfect. A simple instruction. Then the input. What should be the input now? The input for this particular agent. That means what should the agent take as input? It needs to take, we can say, it can take in the name. You can say it can take in name, customer's name. Okay. And maybe their email as well, the value. And lastly, their comment as well. Perfect. So these three things: the name, the email, and the email. So once we are done with this, you can just click on what save. Good. Now we have our automation almost ready. So now what is the last thing we need to do now? The last thing we need to do now. The last thing you need to do, you need to add the last module, which is the Gmail. Don't forget, we're using our blueprint down here. So to add the Gmail, you click on this particular dot, click on add the module, search for what? Gmail. Gmail. You can add Gmail, but if you have a Gmail account, because I believe some of you here might decide to use your own company email. If you are working for a company, so you are not to use Gmail, you have to use email directly like this. We have email, we have Gmail. So email. So on email, it give you access to other platforms like what's it called? Maybe I'll just show you this guy for this for example purpose, but we're not going to use it. So if you click on add connection, to ask your connection type, you can use either other SMTP server like these guys, Hotmail, Outlook, Yandex, Soho Mail. You can also use other mails, like if you have your own custom email server, so you can provide the information there. But for easy purpose, we'll not be using this guy. We'll just right click, delete it. So we'll use Gmail directly. So click on that plus and type Gmail. On Gmail, what do we need to do? We need to be sending out email. So the agent needs to send out Gmail. So first thing you need to do, you need to establish connection. Just click on add, authenticate your account, and need to give you access. Then next, very, very important as well, you need to what? Add who are you sending the email to? So click on this particular box. Who should this particular form send the email to? So if I click on this box, I'll scroll down to locate the response. I'll locate the email. Look at it here. I'll click on what? Text, answers, value. So this place is going to be dynamic. That means anybody that submits a response to the form, this particular agent or the Gmail will capture their, what's it called? Their email and feed it to the agent. The agent responsible to what? To send a personalized email to the to the responder, yeah, something like that. So once you're done, you just come down to subject. Maybe you can say feedback received and the subject. Feedback received. Something like this. And then for the body, you can select from raw, HTML to collection to something like that. But if you are working with, you just want to write your email body content in the form of a code, you can leave it as HTML, you write the code. Well, we are all familiar with no code since we said no code. So we just go to what? Collection of content. So select that and select the body. And the body, you need to provide a text. What text is that? So you can personalize it. You can say hi or dear, something like that. Then capture their name. You know, sometimes they use to personalize email. So I'll just say hi. I'll just put their name here. Text value. So hi, the name of this guy. So thank you for your feedback. That's it. Thank you for your feedback. Something like this. So we can further add other details like whatever you wish. So you can also attach files, you can add other data, the content. So you can just leave everything by default blank here and click on what? Save. Perfect. So look at our automation. We have the form, we have the Google Sheet, we have the agent, and lastly, we have the Gmail. So whenever you submit a feedback, your data is being stored in the Google Sheet, and that data is being passed to the AI agent. The AI agent will look up the data and send personalized email to the recipient. So let's try to save our operation, then try to run it. Let's see if we are going to face any error. If there's any error, then we'll fix it. Okay. This guy is done. So now I'm waiting for me to send another feedback. So I will open my sheet, which is this guy, but on a new tab, So I'll go back again, submit another response. Because on this web browser, I have only one account, so I can't be switching account right now. So I'll just switch to another different Gmail, for example. So just a moment, I'm trying to fill the form. The name this time around we'll be using, let me use one of my students here in the class, maybe Emmanuel as the name. Email, I'll just use any of my emails. Okay, the comment is maybe anything like maybe thank you as the feedback. And I'll click on what? Submit. Perfect. Then I'll go back to my automation now. I'll run it one more time. So now it's been passed. Your data has been recorded. The agent has processed the information and the email has been sent. Perfect. Now let me check my email. Or let's view the response. So you guys will not be curious, like, what did we send? So if I open this guy here and I open email and I'll see its answer, collection, this, then the name, we should be expecting Emmanuel. Yeah, look at it here, Emmanuel. So that means our response has been captured. The agent has received a response and sent the personalized reply, just like reply to the email. So now I can open my email back here. So for this particular process, maybe it will involve me to reshare my screen entirely. Just a moment, I need to open the email first, then I will reshare my screen. Okay, so not this account, it should be the other account. All right, so let me reshare my screen now entirely so that we can confirm that we have what we want. Present something else, the entire screen. So We're expecting this to finish loading. Perfect. I'll open it. So look at it here. So I'll open this guy here. So it's still taking time to load. So, but the bottom line is that we have received the email, it's just trying to load, and it's feedback received. You remember the subject, which is feedback received, and my email, which is this guy here. Yeah. So the message was like, "Hi, Emmanuel." We personalized it as what? "Hi, Emmanuel. Thank you for your feedback." So while waiting for it to finish, so we can, yeah, we have something like this. So this is a simple automation that we just built now. Where is it? Something around here. Perfect. So any question based on this automation before I continue from where I stopped? Any question? Okay. All right. So let me hear from you guys. Any question based on what we just did now? This particular automation. Any question? If there's any question, you can bring it on.
Yes, I have a question.
Any question?
I have a question.
Yeah, go on, go on.
All right. So this whole automation is a whole lot.
Hmm.
Yeah, like I have to I'll just take it bit by bit to digest it.
What happened? You said what?
the whole the whole I was following up from the Google form to the Google sheet, and I was just lost. I don't know, probably network or something.
Okay.
Is the screen recording going to be readily available after the class?
Yeah, it's going to be available. It's going to be available. So I will explain the entire process again. So who else has another question before I begin to explain? So anyone?
Hello.
Yeah, where with you?
Mr. Mahmoud, mine is not a question, just like Emmanuel. I got lost right from signing up the make.com. But I believe since you're going to share the recorded session, I think I'll grab from there.
Okay.
Yes, but I followed up. I understand all the processes.
Okay, perfect. So
Yes,
let
thank
me
you.
do a quick recap on
All
this.
right.
So first of all, we started with make.com platform, which is an AI automation platform. You automate workflows. What are workflows? It's just like you trying to automate your day-to-day operations. You are used to opening email every 7 a.m., or you're used to checking social media, or you're used to posting content. You're a content creator, you post every 8 a.m. in the morning. So if you want to automate the entire process, what can you do? So you can come to tools like make.com, build the entire flow. Okay, connect all the necessary tools together and to automate the process. So let me go back to the home. No, I don't need to go back to the home page. I'll just go straight to the scenario one more time. So on the home page, yeah, please mute your mic. Yes. So, assuming you have created your account, this is the dashboard you will see. Nothing more than this. At the top, you will see a button to create. So when you click on create, you will see a blank sheet. So on that blank sheet, I'll open one of the automation I just finished building now. On that blank sheet, there is nothing you'll see, like everything is fully blank with a plus icon. Okay. So I'll use my previous example as reference and explain every module bit by bit in depth. So trying to load. Okay. So you need to clearly write it down. What kind of automation do you want to build? What kind of workflow do you want to automate? So if you look at this now, looking at this, what is it trying to solve? We want to solve the issue of customers trying to submit feedback or any inquiry, and the AI agent will try to automate the reply for them. That is one of the things we want to solve right now. So identify what are the key components under automation. The first component, if you look at it now here, is how the get, the GPT. G for P for no, I'm not trying to translate what ChatGPT is. No, I'm just trying to give you another real world application on how you can be able to assimilate AI automation. The G is the what? The get. How does your AI agent get response or the trigger? So the P is like the prompt, the processing, something like that. And lastly, the transfer, how you should give all the output. So we capture response. Yeah. If you click on that plus icon, you have access to different modules, different apps. We search for Google Forms because you can only submit response via form through of us. We use Google Form. You can use another form platform. For example, if you create another module here, I'm not going to add something to the automation, but I'm just trying to show you another example. We have different kind of forms. You see, apart from Google Form, we have another one, Form Plan. So we have Type Form. I believe some of you here are familiar with Type Form. We also have another one called Tally. So Tally is another platform that helps you with form response capturing. So, but we are using Google Form because all of you have a Google account, so it's easy to navigate. You type Google and you have Google Form here. But whenever you are typing, you need to note that, okay, what kind of this thing are you trying to, within the particular app that you want to automate, you see different functions. Like for example, Google Form. Within Google Form, we have different things. On Google Form, if I click on Google Form here now, you see what? There's search, there's create, there's get response, there is update, there is list, and lots of them. But what we are after is to what? For response. Create a response, or create a form, or get a response, get a form, something like that. So if you click on that, that's when you have this kind of workflow here. This guy here to watch response. So what does it do? It just idle. It doesn't do anything to the form. It sits and like observe whatever is coming to the form. This is why you see what watch response. So you need to create this form individually. To do that, you go to google.com. From google.com, am I typing it very well? Yeah, on google.com, just click on that three dots, that app icon here, and search for what? Just go and allocate what? Forms. Can you see? These are the two things we'll be looking at in this particular automation. This guy, form, and the sheet. Where's the sheet? Which is this here. So response are being captured via form, and data is being passed and sent to what? To the sheet. Then the AI agent will have access to the sheet and extract the message, the email, the name of the person, then craft a personalized email and reply to them. That is what we just did now. So now if you click on this guy, which is what we have here, the form. So we're able to create a form. It's not difficult to create a form now. This one is not an automation stuff. This form stuff, anybody can do it. So you just create a simple form. What do you want to capture from the user? Maybe the name, their email, and lastly, their comment. And when they are done, then you come back to your listing. Type, it will ask you for the form ID. This is very important. So let me click on it. Form ID. If you look at this ID very well, carefully, what did it start from? It started from 128 dots, right? So if I go back to my form right now, if I click on edit, what did you see at the top on the URL now? It's showing 128 dots. That is the ID for this form. That is how you can retrieve your form ID. If you cannot retrieve your form ID, it's also not an issue. So instead of typing the form here, the ID here, just click on the search here. It will ask you for the form title. Type the exact form title. Let me show you. What do you have at the exact form title here, which is this. Just copy this. Go back to this and type, paste the title and click on OK. So it will check on your drive any form with the title AI agent automation feedback, something like that, and it will retrieve the ID for you. That is another way. Then next, you need to provide the limit. That is the number of response it can generate at once during execution. So by default, it's 2, which is fine. Once you're done, you click on what? Save. Now our first workflow is ready. So the control Y. Okay. Let me refresh this one page. I mistakenly deleted the entire workflow. So while it's trying to load, then the next thing that you need to build is to what? The sheet where the form needs to be where the response needs to be captured. You are all familiar with Google Sheet, which is what we have here. So everything that's submitted here should be sent to what? A form. This is the form. So you can either create this form separately or do something smart. Just go to your response. You see an icon here that says what? Link response or something like that, link. So when you click on it, automatically it will create the sheet for you, which will have the fields down here. So these two things, the form and the sheet, need to be what? Laid down on your automation, on your workflow. So I'll come and edit one more time. We just have to bear with the network. Yeah. Edit. Perfect. Discard. Okay. So you have this and this is clear, right? Then if you look at this guy now, how do you do this? How do you add this? It's easy. If I click on it, it will say what? Search by what? Just leave everything by default. Then when it comes to the place that say what? Spreadsheet name, just copy your spreadsheet name and you see there the same name, which is AI agent training feedback form. The sheet name, if you look at your form, it has multiple sheets. This is sheet 1. If you can create another sheet here, you can have multiple sheet on a particular you can have a multiple sheet in a particular Excel file, something like that. So come down here, locate the name, which is this. Does your form has a header? Say yes, because we need to label each particular header since we have already created the form and it has a header, which is this timestamp, name, email, and comment. That is the header. So come down here. I need to append each of the header, each of the field with their corresponding what value. So how do I do that? The form, the timestamp is the same thing as what? Response ID. I'll just click on that. And if I scroll down here, down to answers, I will see that particular 3 field here, which is the name, the email, the comment. So if you scroll down here, we have the name, email, comment. So instead of dragging this, you can either drag this directly one by one, or you can expand it and drag only the value. We keep expanding. Let's click on the value to fill it for you. Once you are done, you click on save. You are done with this part. You move to the next part, which is the what? The agent. Now the brain of this particular automation. So when the response is being captured, okay, this guy needs to have access to these guys, like the previous things. If I click on it, let me show you how I configure it. So just search for what? Make AI, like just like make AI agent. So you can be able to do that. Like you see this particular icon. But if you prefer to use another different automation, for example, I want to add a different automation, just giving an example. You can type ChatGPT. I believe you guys look at it here. ChatGPT. So if you click on ChatGPT, just know that if you are using ChatGPT, you need to provide your own custom API keys. That one is another different story entirely. But these guys have made it easy for you. They have integrated the AI, do all the technical thing for you. So you just call the AI agent here. So this particular agent, AI agent, how should it respond? So let's see how we can configure it. The model. You can select any of the models, small, mini, large. You can leave this guy as default. Then the instruction, very important. If you remember when I was trying to say system prompt, user prompt during prompting session. So how do you want this particular agent to think? So I just said you are a customer service assistant that replies to feedback. So you can further expand the instruction so that the agent will need to know its roles and how it should behave. You can go extra miles here. Then lastly, the input. What should this agent take from the last module? That module is what? Is the form. So it should take in what? The name, the email, and comment, which is what we have here. Name, email, and what? Comment. So you scroll down. On the knowledge part, I already explained this, but you can also add it here. Knowledge part, okay, sorry, it's not this particular part. It's just input. Sorry. If your inputs includes one-time file, something like that, so you can use this guy here, input, but it's not necessary. So then click on what save. So we're done with the agent section. And lastly is the email. The email. That's the Gmail. Because we have email, we have Gmail down here. So if you click on this particular place, if you type for email, you see it. You see this guy here. And I said, if you have custom email, maybe for example, info@apexiumtechnology.com, that is a custom email. It's not like it's rebranded. So we cannot use this guy here. We can use the email here, then integrate it to this workflow. Similar to you guys also, maybe if you have your own business email, your own company email, something like that, you can use this guy here. But if you're using Gmail, so I would advise you just go straight to this guy here. Then click on send email, and you have this particular module. So if you click on it, you need to authenticate. Just click on add. It will pop up a window for you to let me show you how it does. We just click on this, it will pop up the name of the connection. Then you need to click on sign in. When you click on sign in, authenticate your account, and it will establish your connection. Then next, how should you send the response? Like, to who should you send the response? Who should be the recipient? This agent now and this Gmail here, after users have submitted, who should the email send the response to? The recipient. So how do you do that? So just click inside the box here. You see all the variables here. Then we'll locate down to the Google form, the submission. Where afterward the email. So you expand the email, text answers down here, and click on what value. You have it here. Perfect. So that means this place is dynamic. Anybody that submit, because how did they get this during this particular first flow? This guy here, whenever you're providing your details, that is what this last module will use to send you a personalized email. So what should be the feedback? Like the subject, feedback received. You can change it, you can customize it. Okay, we have received your feedback. Congratulations, something like that. Then under the body type, you have two different body types. We have the raw HTML, we have the collection of content. So you just select collection of content, you scroll down here, then you type your personalized email. So if I say hi, I want to personalize the email so that the recipients will, like, just like saying, hi, Emmanuel, hi, Daniel, hi, Yusuf. So if that name you want it to be dynamic, you will need to come down to your variable and select the name. Scroll down. Can you see the name? Scroll down, text, answer, and click the value. This value is not that you're selecting Yusuf, you're just selecting the value. So that means the variable for name will be put in here. So anytime this personalized message is being sent out, it will just capture the first name of the person. And you have this feedback. Thank you for your feedback. Perfect. And you scroll down here and you save it. Okay. So if you send this automation one more time, you should have your feedback. So whenever you are running automation, make sure there is no error. If there's any error, it will tell you the error. What is the problem? Maybe you did not provide a variable, something is missing, then you fix it. Okay. So I believe now it's clear. Let me hear from you guys. I believe now it's clear, right? So now let's go back to our what's it called? Yeah. Someone is trying to say something?
It's clear. It's clear.
Perfect.
Yes, thank you so much. It's very clear now. Thanks for the details.
Welcome. So now let's try to fix this particular one, this guy here. So I'll delete everything here. I want to start from scratch. Yeah. So first and first, we want to create an AI assistant. To create an AI assistant, I already draw the blueprint for this. You need 3 different modules. Or this particular circle here is like a module. So the first module is the Telegram chatbot. The second module is the agent, the brain. And lastly, the last module is going to be a chatbot again. That is the chatbot that will send me a response. So if I click on this guy, the plus icon, I need to type Telegram. So on Telegram, we have different options here. We have Telegram list chat, Telegram send photos, Telegram watch update. So we want Telegram to watch update. That is our first trigger. So what next from here? You click on what? Create a webhook. If you click on create a webhook, if you remember, we have already named our Telegram as this, Telegram AI AG support, something like that. TG AI assistant, I'm the one that created that. So if you want to establish a new connection, so you can click on new, provide the token. How do you get the token? To get your token, you need to go to Telegram, search for bot father, then type the command /new bot. It will ask you, hey, what's the name of the bot that you want to create? You provide the name, which is the same name we type here. And after that, I've already done that. I don't need to do it again one more time. So click on what? Save. So my bot has been created. My bot has been created now, which is perfect. So I'll click on save now. If I am to, I don't know, like, am I sharing the entire screen? Let me look at it. I will show you, no, not really. So let me share the entire screen. You guys will see my bot in action. My bot in action. Just a moment. Is someone trying to say something?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Can I go on?
Yeah, go on.
Alright, sir. So this Telegram connection here, if you're using a mobile device, are you using a browser for the make.com? Are you using a browser with an extension or just your regular Chrome browser?
The regular browser. Sorry, come again with your question.
no, for this Telegram bot connection, if I'm to do it, yeah.
Mm.
If I'm logging in my make.com, am I logging in from regular Chrome browser? If I'm using a mobile phone, or I'm logging with a browser with an extension like TV browser and Mrs. browser, each of them is using.
Yeah, it should work on any browser, so you can access it across. You just type make.com, any kind of browser, then log into your account. Your workflow is saved on your account. So if you have access to another different phone or device and type make.com, log into your account, you see your workflow saved. Okay, are we good to go?
I want to ask something. In connecting your
Sure.
Telegram, yeah. If I'm connecting my Telegram, is it going to take me to the Telegram app, or is it going to take me to an extension of the app on the browser?
No, it won't take you to the Telegram app. Let me show you the connection again one more time. So if I click on this guy here, take note, we are using the word watch update bot. Please mute your mic. I'm having echo. So if you click on the watch updates, and you click on the add. If you click on add, you need to provide the name and the connection. The connection, very, very important. If you click on add a new connection, it will ask you for the name of the connection and the token. How do you get this token? I've already explained. You go back to what chat, what is it called? Telegram, search for botfather and type /new, which is what I just did here. When I type /new, it will ask you provide the name of the bot. I give it as what? TGAI assistant. And it will ask me for what is the username for that bot. You know, there's two different things, the name of the bot and the username. So the username is giving me sample like this. So I typed this guy and they said it's not available. So I should try a different one. So I gave it as what? AI DSF bot. It's just like saying AI digital skill first bot. So it accepted that is a unique username. So it told me congratulations, perfect. But what I'm after is this API key, this key. This is what you need to copy and paste it in the token section. Once you paste that, perfect. Then you can, I don't need to create another connection. I'll close this. You'll see this URL. So this is the webhook. If you remember, beginning of the class, I was explaining webhook. So this particular automation is receiving response from external source via a webhook. This is the webhook. So I'll close this guy here. So the next is the agent. If I type agent, I'll see run agent, or just click on make AI agent. You see what? Run AI agent. So, but before I even add this agent, let me do something. Let me delete this guy here. Let me try sending a message to my bot. If I send a message to my bot, I will try saying hi. I didn't even run it. Oh, it's already running. Okay, perfect. Yeah. So I'll just say hi one more time. Okay. It's waiting for data. It's not the data I just finished sending now. Oh, is it the wrong bot? Hi. Let me establish this connection one more time because I was just busy explaining. Cancel. Review the entire flow, please. Just bear with me. We have to make sure you have the persistence. We must make this thing work. So I'll go back to connection, reestablish the connection one more time. I'll go back to my bot father, get my token, which is this guy here, copy, and we paste it down inside the token section. Just save it. Save. Yeah. Why is this thing popping up anyhow? No. So my connection is done. And click on save one more time. And you click on save. Perfect. So if I run my bots, waiting for updates. Perfect. So nothing has been sent. So let me send one more time, something again, one more time, and send hi again, and see if it's able to capture that hi, and run the response again. Okay. So maybe it will take time to get it delivered. Yeah, it's taking time. It's taking time. So if I click on this, expand the message from, can you see the details now? Chat. Perfect. Perfect. So it's captured my details, which is it. And now in the text, the message I just sent, which is hi. Can you see? That means this bot is working now. Is receiving, the connection has been established, which is what I want to confirm. Perfect. Then next, you click on this plus icon and type agent. We want to integrate the agent feature now, which is the on, no, make AI agent. So on the make AI agent, this is where you need to provide details like, okay, this guy, the instruction, how should it respond? It should respond to, let me say, how should I respond? Okay, you are a helpful assistant. You are a helpful assistant. Yeah, that assist users with their daily tasks. All right. Then the input. What should this agent take as input? If you expand this, let me say the chat. Let me look at it again. Text. This guy that say hi. That's the reason for testing, because I know the exact variable to use. Because this variable is the one that responds to that I take in my input, which is hi. So I'll just add it as what input. That should be the input for this particular agent. Any response that's gotten from the text. And just click on what save. Perfect. 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 So any response that's been gotten from this bot, you pass it to the agent, and the agent you can you can further customize it, add the knowledge, add the tool, maybe extending the capability of this agent. But since we are running out of the time, we don't need to explore this further. But I'll just add the last module, which is the response, another bot, the final bot. And the bot we are going to type now is another Telegram bot, but with a different function. The function is to send a message, Telegram. Let me just open it so that I can get more varieties. I can send a text reply. So when I send a text reply, it will ask me for my chat ID. So I know the reason why the last automation didn't work. I called this guy to be the first trigger. It wasn't supposed to be the first trigger. It was this guy, the watch update, that's supposed to be the first trigger. So you guys might come over some challenges during building, so you have to learn how to troubleshoot. So I already explained the reason why the first automation didn't work for the chat AI assistant. So this guy will be the one sending out email, while this guy would just be like a monitor, something like that. So I need to provide a chat ID. If I click on this, I need to scroll down, I'll locate the chat ID. So chat ID can also be the message ID, something like that. So you can either expand this and just get the ID here, which is the chat ID. Then the text, if you remember, the message I just sent, which is hi, which is this guy. Perfect. Then thread ID, this one is not compulsory, but it's just like for an agent to be able to recall the previous conversation. So you can set it down. And lastly, we click on what? Save. Perfect. So let's test our automation one more time. I'll run the entire workflow, make sure everything is working. So waiting for my response, I'll just say hi. One more time. Let me minimize. It's still saying waiting for agent. Let me say hello. Okay, this time around. I guess it's my network is taking time to respond to. Still saying waiting data. Waiting for data. Okay, so let me just save it one more time. Just waiting for it. Finish responding. Still waiting for data. I want to establish another connection, like what I did last time. I had to establish the connection for it to do. So it's just a way of I got a reply. Is it from it? Perfect. It has been sent. Okay. Yeah. Can you see now? If you look at it now. So the response, the bot replied. Look at it. Just like it's taking time. That's it. So when I send it, it took like some seconds before it arrived, but it's supposed to be fast. I guess it's my network. So it just replied with hi. Perfect. So, and the model, the execution was done perfectly. So if I click on this guy here, I'll see the response. So the agent reply also with hi. Okay. Perfect. Can you see the agent reply with hi? So I can also ask another thing further. Okay, what are the tasks for today? Help me with this, help me with that. So it should be able to respond back to you. So this is just a simple agent we just created now. So next thing that I need to expose you guys is that you need to be clicking around for it to work, but I can send it, make it to be what? How often do I want this particular automation to be working? Run this scenario, maybe regularly, on demand. So I'll just click on what? On demand and save. That means anytime it receives response, I can communicate with this guy. Just let me have him, my ChatGPT on Telegram. Anytime I just say, okay. Can you see the way he's replying now? All those previous hi I've been sending, look at it now. It was on queue. So it was just a network glitch, but I can just say, maybe how are you? Can you ask a bot how are you? All right, well, let's see. Okay, so make sure my agent is running. So that is it. The agent is thinking. It will pass it down to this guy, and we should expect our reply. It's just reply with hi, how are you again. So we need, if it's replying with my same message, then I just need to configure, maybe check my this thing. My agent, how is be replying to me, guys. It's not supposed to be replying with my same message text. So I believe what we just did has been very, very insightful. I don't know if anybody has a question, but at least we'll be able to overcome any challenge that we face now. So the floor is yours for questions, answers. Let me hear from you guys. We build two automations. The first one is this guy. No, I've already resolved this. So I'll just go back to the scenario section. And the scenario section, oh, okay, not this one. Yeah, I built two workflows. The first one is the AI assistant, and the second one is the customer service or something like that, customer service agent. So the AI assistant, let me just finish, then I can open the floor for question and answer. So the AI assistant works like a helpful chatbot that we just built an automation, which you guys see now here. This is like an automation that helps you with requests. So I can further extend the capability of this guy here. It's not, it's not just limited to this. You can expand it. I can say, hey, add, maybe make research, make AI web research. So I can, if I add it, I'll give the capability, add more power to this agent, saying that he should be able to carry out a live web search. Okay, what is happening right now? And schedule it that, okay, every 7 a.m., send me via the chatbot via my chatbot I'll just ask it, what is today's date and what is happening what is the update on FIFA World Cup, and further customize it to your own test. Yes, the floor is yours. Questions. Let me look at what we have here. Okay. I see Taufik raising hand. Taufik, let me hear from you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Thank you so much for this wonderful presentation. It's really insightful. Even despite the fact we encounter some challenges, which is bound to happen sometimes, but we are able to complete the task, and it was so amazing. Thank you so much. And also thank you for this wonderful opportunity to be part of the team that attends this skills test. My question is the the last one that would be, which is a uh, um, bot that actually attend to a customer request. So my question is, okay, now we wouldn't know the type of request the customer is going to the kind of request the customer is going to place for the AI. So, where is the bot going to get those answers? Are we going to be the one to field the AI with possible questions that might come from the customers, which I believe we might not be able to actually, because we wouldn't know what the customer is thinking for us to be able to provide the answer for the bot to attend to the customer. And at the same time, the bot is not as rational as human being that will be able to attend to the customer. That if I don't have answer to your request, like, okay, let me okay, hold on, let me try to get alternative to your answer or something. So, but basically my question is that where is this bot going to be getting the responses in which is going to be filled into the customer that make a request? Thank you.
Okay, thank you for that question, Taufik. So he's asking for this AI agent here. This is the brain of the entire workflow, right? So anytime you ask question via the Telegram, so if you ask, hi, how do you want the chatbot to respond? This particular guy, which is the brain. You need to customize it. They have something called knowledge. So if I click on this knowledge, we don't have time, we could have explored this further in depth. So if you click on this knowledge, you see what file upload. So if I click on file upload, for example, I can upload any kind of file, either a JSON, a text, a CSV, MD, or a PDF. Maybe it can be just FAQ about my business. So that FAQ that I upload, so this will be used as a reference to this particular agent. So I need to further customize it during, if I click on this particular place, the screen trying to load, okay. I can give the instruction. It should be a helpful assistant. Great, like it should be like welcoming to people, and it should derive its response from what? The knowledge that I just attached to it. I just need to provide everything here in details in the instruction. This is how the behavior of the model will look like. All your response should be strictly from the knowledge. If I provide all this instruction, I'll just click on save now. So anytime a user now is trying to communicate, anytime the user is trying to communicate, then you should get the whatever you want. So I think I saw the error that where we're getting a repetition of hi. So it's not supposed to be text, it's supposed to be response. So my last bot here that says send text a reply. So you can just click on response. So we click on it here. So what it's trying to say is that, okay, whenever a user sends the message to the bot reply, you need to send back, what is it going to reply? Is it going to send, it's supposed to send back the agent response, which is here. I am good, something like that. It's hiding the response. But I mistakenly said it should send back the text. That means what I typed to it. So you guys need to be this thing. Be careful whenever you are trying to build around your automation. You need to review it again. So we'll click on save, and anything that I ask this agent now, you should be able to give me another fresh response, not repeating what I just said. So I believe, Taufik, I answered your question. If you want to tailor this to a particular business, we need to give it a knowledge base, like a reference, maybe an FAQ for my business, and any response that has been generated. So you need to rely on that FAQ. I hope I answered your question.
Yes, thank you so much. You really answered the question perfectly. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. At least I've gotten something out of that. Thank you.
Wow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we else have another question? Any other question? Okay, for my winners of for today, the last person that didn't respond, so automatically I will give it back to Muhammad. Muhammad, so congratulations, you are the last among the top 3 now. So the award has been brought back to you. Maybe you are the rightful owner. So congratulations.
I just sir, why is your screen one-sided?
Oh, one-sided. How? I didn't get your question. One-sided.
I mean, your screen is sharing the screen, but it's at the top right of my. I just see it looking small at the top right corner of my laptop.
Up to now?
No.
Now everything is resolved, right?
Yes.
So let me look at the chat box. Please send me your phone number on the chat box. I've gotten my okay, 2 contact numbers. Emmanuel, I have gotten your number. I will send you your airtime shortly. Then Joseph, I've also gotten your contact. I will send you your airtime shortly. Lastly, we have Muhammad. Please also send me your contact. So congratulations once again. So for others, it's just like a motivation. We have more giveaways that will be coming up your ways. So we just want you guys to keep doing your best. We have more for you guys to offer. I believe, have you ever seen this kind of training? They pay you to learn. So it's nice actually. So we are proud.
I'm coming. Go first. I'm coming. When I finish, I'll come and call you.
Okay. So in the absence of any question, you can take your leave. Muhammad, I'm waiting for your.
I've sent it on the chat box. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, I've seen it. Thank you. Welcome. So you can all take your leave. We are going to share the recording.
Yes. Okay, that's perfect.
So
thank you very much, Mr. Mahmoud.
Welcome.
Bye.
This is super great. Thank you very much.
Welcome. Thank you. Welcome. So have a wonderful weekend. See you next week. Yeah.
You too.
All right. Bye.
Okay. What is the task for the week? Sorry, I didn't get that part.
Okay, we'll disclose the tax in the group, but similar to what we just built. That is it. It's just same approach. What we did in the class, we built like 2 different automations. One is the AI assistant using Telegram as our bot. The second one is the customer service agent. So you can also go extra miles. Then just limit your scope to only what we did in class. Like apply what you have learned We have in the template library, we have lots of things that you can explore. So before I even close this, maybe I'll leave it for another class. I'm not sharing my screen. There's a page dedicated for what? Library of agents. So within the Make AI agent library, so you have tons of libraries agents that's already been configured, ready for testing. So you just import anyone, review how it works, just for you to understand different agents that you can be able to apply in your own workflow, like in your own business, in your own workplace, or anything. So the tax will come up shortly. Well done. So have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you.